next, it's an NFC South showdown. New Orleans has defeated Carolina in 8 of the last 9 meetings. Can the Panthers snap a 4-game skid to the Saints? Find out on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
It's a great white.
2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense, and leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. First down, Winston. Complete. It's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup there. Nine yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 3 catches, 60 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking?
Touchdown, Saints! Traquan Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That touchdown, certainly a welcome sight. Remember, they were shut out last week. They talked to us about getting early momentum. Well, here you go in the opening quarter.
Got to rebuild confidence, because when you get shut out, I don't care how strong you are mentally, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, what just happened here? Because nothing that we were doing worked well enough to get into the end zone, and that's a nice confidence-building drive, one that puts it in the end zone to give them an opportunity.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now here we go for the first time with the Panthers offense led out by their new quarterback for 2021 in his 4th season overall now after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a give. This is Murray. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. A handoff. It's Murray. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
2nd and 6.
They run with Murray.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Darnold from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
standing just outside his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Winston now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. To throw, Winston. He finds his man Johnson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Top play, 3rd and long. Play action now, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Everyone in a Carolina uniform happy to see that first down catch by DJ Moore, but none happier than his new quarterback, Sam Darnold, who never really had a wide receiver one in New York. Now he has one in DJ Moore, who's gone over 1,100 yards in each of his last 2 seasons, 3rd in the league in 2020 in yards per reception.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Terrace Marshall, a big, rangy receiver and part of LSU's national championship team of 2019, makes a nice catch there for a 1st down. He was the first offensive player selected by Matt Rule, the head coach of the Panthers. Remember, they went all defense in 2020 and took J.C. Horn with their 1st-round pick this year.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. McCaffrey able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen. It'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now third and 14.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Harris now to return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
Jameis now on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Again, it's Winston. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Winston. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They fell last week to the Jets, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a first down. Now in his second year with the Panthers. But he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second and 11. Darnold. And this is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Winston now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. A first down throw for Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Derek Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me that it's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your bow over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline.
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability. Not
only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Faking the give, Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. With right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Darnold now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Sly on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They go play action. Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. To throw is Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Jameis again. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And a nifty catch there for a 1st down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019 had 149 catches, an NFL record.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up there. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
On third down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They have the lead obviously late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on to stop that time.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 29, Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Darnold. It completes it once more to Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Slide for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun, Winston. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to sit down. Sometimes it's just a great play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To the air again with Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. Now that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Winston. That's caught by Montgomery. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jameis now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers would get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Harris to return. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Carolina, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.